Alright fans, we're concluding the first hour with a very special tag team matchup with no set time limit and the countout set at 10. Jerry Lawler and Harley Race, the Two Kings, facing Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane, the Midnight Express.
The following tag team match will have no time limit and a count outside the ring of 10. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 535 pounds, from Kansas City, Missouri, handsome Harley Race, and from Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry the King Lawler, the Two Kings.
Before anyone starts bombarding me with questions as to what, it's all down to Jim Cornette, who believes that RWL standard rules with a count of 20 outside the ring might be a little too favorable. So, he insisted if this match was to happen with the Two Kings, there had to be no time limit and a standard count out of 10. Sounds to me like he believes that will give the Midnight Express an edge over Lawler and Race. I guess we'll have to see if he's right or not.
And their opponents, coming down the aisle along with James Cornette, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Sweet Stan Lane and beautiful Bobby Eaton. They are the Midnight Express.
Hey, Corny! Steve Martin just phoned. He wants his suit back. James E. Cornette, along with Sweet Stan Lane and beautiful Bobby Eaton, the Midnight Express, making their way down to the ring to face the Two Kings. An unusual situation. A count out of 10 and no set time limit. Oh, this is liable to get a little bit chaotic, especially if things start to go south and things go outside of the ring. It's definitely going to favor Stan Lane and Bobby Eaton to a certain degree.
It's plain what Corny has in his head. The Midnight is going to try to exploit these little rule modifications. But at the same time, the Two Kings aren't stupid, and they'll do whatever they can to work around the rule changes. But that no time limit is going to be rough on both teams.
Oh, that is true. You cannot work your way around fatigue no matter how smart you are, Harley Race. And Stan Lane starting things off here. Tom Kanemaru rings the bell, and here it goes. Swing and a miss from handsome Harley Race. Stan Lane with a side suplex. A kick to the head of Harley Race, a stomp to the back. Stan Lane opens up with a set of wrist clutch kicks. The handsome Harley Race makes it to his corner. Here comes beautiful Bobby Eaton. And Jim Cornette's just eating it up. I'm sure he thinks this match is going to be a big deal for the Midnight Express. Bobby Eaton all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Harley Race makes his way to a standing position. Boom! Double axe handle right across the head. Hard right spins Harley Race around. Countered with a quick elbow, but countered by Bobby Eaton. A quick jab. Eaton whips Race back into the corner again. A set of elbows to the side of the head, and down goes Harley Race. Eaton with a kick to the gut. Oh, look at this. Harley Race puts on the brakes, takes him down to the canvas, drives a knee into the head of beautiful Bobby Eaton, and turns it over to the King. And, oh, the crowd here in Memphis going absolutely insane. They love Jerry Lawler here. He is the mayor of Memphis. Jerry the King Lawler slams Eaton's head down to the canvas. He's got a hold of the hand, and there's a stomp right to the arm. Lawler going to work on a down Bobby Eaton. There's a stomp right to the face from the King. There's another stomp to the back of the head. Bobby Eaton catching all kinds of boots in all kinds of places. There's a fist drop from the King. Nobody drops a fist like Jerry Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler going to work trying to disengage Bobby Eaton's head, trying to get him to do that exorcist trick Linda Blair does in the movie. Jerry Lawler raining right hands on the head of beautiful Bobby Eaton. The King turns it back over to handsome Harley Race. The Two Kings working real well together as usual. Harley Race misses the shoulder tackle. Eaton misses the double axe handle. But a neck breaker from Race finds the mark. And down goes Eaton. Here comes Stan Lane again on the tag. Harley Race misses with the rising knee. Catches a kick to the gut. Stan Lane has him up. Oh, brainbuster. Okay. Race rolls to the outside, staggered. Kick to the midsection from Harley Race. Stan Lane Sets up the suplex on the outside. But Harley Race says, nope, rather not do that. There's a chop block behind the knee to Stan Lane. Harley Race misses with the drop kick. Locks up Lane. Drives a knee into his head, right in front of Jim Cornette, no less. There's a stomp to the midsection. Keep in mind, folks, there is a count of 10, not 20. So you have got not a lot of time to be fooling around on the outside. Harley Race putting the boots to sweet Stan Lane here. Drives a knee into the back of his head. Harley Race rounds him up again. Another rising knee to the head. Race quickly back inside. And look at that. Well, looks like that countout thing might be working out for the two Kings. Harley Race changes his mind about tag and goes after Bobby Eaton. Gets hung up on the top rope. Stan Lane makes his way back inside the ring. Gets a hold on Harley Race. Loving blow to the back. Harley Race winds up the arm counter, slams him down to the canvas. Quickly going for a cover and hooking the leg, but too close to the Midnight Express corner. And Bobby Eaton right there to spoil the party. Stan Lane with a kick to the midsection on Harley Race. Harley Race locks him up. Gut wrench suplex from handsome Harley Race. Here comes Bobby Eaton on the tag. Harley Race locked up by Eaton. Whipped into the corner. There's a clothesline and down goes handsome Harley Race. A stomp to the midsection. Bobby Eaton putting the boots to Harley Race here. Takes himself back to the corner, tags in sweet Stan Lane. Both teams tagging early, tagging often. Pretty solid strategy from both teams. Stan Lane with a stomp to the arm of Harley Race. Takes it back to his corner and turns it back over to Bobby Eaton. Well, now, okay. Swing and a miss from Eaton. Race whips him into the far right corner and starts tugging on the arm, using the ropes for leverage. Harley Race with a kick to the gut. And ow. That's some Tom and Jerry pain right there. Across the top rope over your eyes. Spinning neckbreaker from handsome Harley Race. Takes Bobby Eaton down, center ring. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. Our first near fall in this tag team matchup. Again, no time limits and a count of 10 on the outside. Oh, whoa, what a headbutt. And here comes Jerry the King Lawler again. Bobby Eaton back up to a standing position, gets a hold of the King, whips him to the ropes. Back body drop to Jerry Lawler, a kick to the back. Here comes Stan Lane again on the tag. Lawler laid out center ring. Stan Lane drives a knee into the head. And here's the tag to Bobby Eaton again. Jerry Lawler standing center ring. Oh, nice crossbody from the King. The King, with a hard, measured right, takes Eaton down to the canvas. Lawler escorts him to his team's corner, head first into the turnbuckle, but Eaton counters but catches a cheap shot from Harley Race. Lawler goes behind, tags him with a shot to the back. Another. And now into an abdominal stretch. And his team's corner just trying to wear down Bobby Eaton, but Stan Lane right there to make the rescue. Harley Race whipped to the outside. Jerry Lawler taken down by Bobby Eaton. A quick jab from Eaton. Lawler puts on the brakes. A knee, a jab, a couple of jabs, and a throat chop. Jerry the King Lawler whips Eaton to the ropes, and well now, Bobby Eaton's already busted open, looks like. A set of chops across the chest, and a Luthez press and a set of hard right hands to the head of Bobby Eaton from Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler covers, hooks the leg, goes for an illegal pin, but still too close to the Midnight Express corner, so that was never going to work. The King makes his way to the top turnbuckle on the far right. Here he goes. Elbow drop does not find the mark. Bobby Eaton getting out of the way just in time. A knee to the head of Lawler. Bobby Eaton getting, oh man, look at this. Stan Lane and Harley Race getting into it on the outside already is starting to degenerate into total chaos. Bobby Eaton winds up the arm on Lawler. A clothesline takes the King down. Here's a pin attempt. 1, 2. But another near fall. Lawler powering out of that one. And Bobby Eaton does not look pleased. Oh, man. Here comes Stan Lane again. They lock it up. Lawler. A little snapmare and a fist drop to the head. A nice jumping fist drop from the King. Counter by Stan Lane. All right. Lawler counters with a right of his own. Locks up Lane. A hard right hand takes Lane down. Oh, man. Jerry the King Lawler. Introducing the head of Stan Lane to the turnbuckle and all 9 cousins. And oh man, down he goes. The King. Turning it quickly back over to Harley Race. Lane back up to a standing position. Charges. Misses with the drop kick. Harley Race connects with a clothesline and a stomp to the midsection. Well, now the momentum has gone back and forth on this one like a Hollywood romance. So far, can't really say who's going to win this one. Harley Race rounds up Lane. There's another clothesline. Looks like both members of the Midnight Express are busted up. Harley Race off the top. Oh, well, there goes Tom Kanemaru. Oh, man. Well, things are about to get a little bit crazy while the referee takes a short siesta. Stan Lane being dragged around like a recalcitrant prisoner being dragged to the paddy wagon. A set of elbows to the midsection to Harley Race. Tom Kanemaru starting to stir here. Harley Race with another neck breaker. Here's the distraction. Jim Cornette. He's seen enough and he's going to get directly involved. Stan Lane sneaks up from behind and another side suplex. And in comes Bobby Eaton on the tag. Harley Race standing center ring, catches a kick to the gut. Whoa, a chicken wing DDT. How about that right there? Here's another cover. 1, 2. Another slow count this evening. Oh, man, what's going on? Eaton with a spinning punch takes Harley Race down to the canvas and drives a knee into the arm of handsome Harley Race. Turns it back over to sweet Stan Lane. Harley Race rolls to the outside. Lane tries to go for Lawler. Lawler was already ready for him. There's a kick to the midsection from Harley Race to Bobby Eaton on the outside. And already things are starting to get a little crazy. There's a clothesline from Lane. Takes Race down. There's a clubbing overhand right. Hard whip to the ropes. Up and over into a back body drop for handsome Harley Race. Stan Lane rounds him up. Slams him down. And here's a pin. How about this right here? But Jerry the King Lawler with a kick to the back breaks that up. Bobby Eaton gets a hold of the King, tags him with a shot. Whips him over the ropes and out onto the floor. Harley Race laid out. Stan Lane on the top turnbuckle. Here he goes. Leg drop does not find the mark. Just a whole bunch of ass on the canvas. Harley Race sets him up. Has him all the way up. But Stan Lane with a quick counter and a chop block behind the knee. Meanwhile, Jerry Lawler and Bobby Eaton getting into it on the outside. Harley Race gets a hold on Stan Lane. He's got him up. But again, another counter from Lane and another chop block to the back of the leg for Harley Race. A drop kick just about finds the mark. Jerry the King Lawler going to work on Bobby Eaton. A side suplex from Stan Lane to Harley Race on the inside. Lawler finally making it to his corner. Harley Race trapped in the opposing team's corner. Lane charges. Countered with an elbow from Harley Race. A quick left jab. As Harley Race gets a hold on Lane by the scruff of the neck. Slams his head into the turnbuckle. Tags in the King. Here comes a double team. A punch right to the ribs from Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler goes behind. Tags him with a shot to the back. Whips him to the corner. The King rounds up Stan Lane. Slams him down with a scoop slam. Decides to go for a pin instead. 1, 2. I thought he was going to go to the top turnbuckle again, but no, I guess he decided to opt for the pin. Hard right hands to the head of sweet Stan Lane. Jerry the King Lawler takes a quick step to the outside, rallying the fans in Memphis, and he can do no wrong in Memphis, Tennessee, I guarantee you that. Jerry the King Lawler catches a shot to the midsection from Stan Lane on the outside. The referee counting again, a count of 10 only. And an airplane spin. Well, now, Mr. Lane going very old school on us here. And Jerry Lawler's going to be very dizzy. Oh, wow, he did it both ways around, huh? Oh, wow. Time's wasting. He needs to get back inside. Drops Lawler like a sack of potatoes. Man, even Lane's a little bit messed up. Huh. Lane rounds up Lawler. Gets him back inside the ring before the count of 10. Lawler trying to get back to a standing position. Lane right there waiting for him. Ties him up. Kick to the midsection. Gets a hold of the trunks. Has him up. Brainbuster. Oh, man. Here comes Bobby Eaton again on the tag. Lawler back up to his feet somehow. Lawler locks him up. Whips him to the rope. There's a back body drop to Bobby Eaton. And a hard right to the side of the head from the King. The King turns it over to handsome Harley Race. Eaton catches a drop kick. Harley Race going to work on Bobby Eaton. Takes himself back to the corner, turns it back over to Lawler. Wow. Bobby Eaton is a mess. Oh, wow. Lawler up on the middle rope. Was trying for them 10-count punches, but Bobby Eaton decided he'd rather not. Rolls out of the way of the drop kick, delivers the clothesline to Eaton. Eaton counters with a shot to the midsection. Locks up the King. Whips him towards the ropes. And there's a hip toss. Bobby Eaton following Lawler on out. And Lawler's on the wrong side of town with both members of the Midnight Express. A set of kicks and a drop kick from Eaton takes Lawler down to the floor. A knee driven into the arm of Jerry Lawler by Bobby Eaton. A kick to the gut, a chop, a kick to the head, and a dragon screw. Takes Lawler down to the floor again. Eaton gathers him back up. Tries to get him back inside the ring, but no, didn't work out too good. Lawler makes his way back inside, so does Eaton. They lock it up. Kick to the midsection from Bobby Eaton. Locks up Jerry the King Lawler. Whips him to the far right corner. And a set of elbows to the side of the head. Lawler collapses. Here's another pin. 1, 2. Harley Race right there to make the save like the cavalry. Oh, man. What a match we've got going here. Bobby Eaton rounds up the King. Kick. Oh, Lawler counters with an elbow. A quick jab. He's got him up. Oh, inverted atomic drop right where it hurts the most. And Jerry Lawler says, that's my parting shot. Turns it over to handsome Harley Race. Right now, it's looking like the two Kings are in control of things. Even with these bizarre rule changes with no time limit and a 10 count outside the ring, Harley Race is busted up. Bobby Eaton's busted up. There's a stomp to the midsection. Eaton catches another stomp to the back. Harley Race delivers another shot, takes it back to his corner, turns it back over to Jerry the King Lawler on the tag. Eaton misses with the shoulder tackle. Lawler gets a hold on him, whips him towards the ropes. Lawler ducks under. Eaton puts on the brakes, delivers a clothesline to the King. The King rounded up again. Eaton escorting him to the Midnight's corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes the King. Here's a tag to Sweet Stan Lane, and here we go. It's going to be nasty. A punch right to the ribs. A double axe handle to Lawler sends him staggering. And a hurricane run. Well, now. Look at this, Stan Lane. Very impressive here. Up off the top turnbuckle. A leg drop right across the throat of Jerry the King Lawler. He covers and he hooks the leg, but too close to the opposing team's corner. Harley Race right there to break it up. Well, a little bit of fancy work from Stan Lane. Oh, double knees right to the head from the King. A drop kick takes him down to the canvas, and he's on the wrong side of town. Lawler slams his head into the turnbuckle and turns it over to Harley Race. Here comes another double team from the two Kings. An air-assisted crossbody to Harley Race. Beautifully done. There's a stomp to the midsection from Race. Stan Lane rounded up again. Oh, there's an arm snap. Harley covered. 1, but again, no. Bobby Eaton breaks up the pin. Harley Race catches the kick from Eaton. Stan Lane back up to a standing position, misses with the drop kick, gets a hold of Harley Race, countered with an elbow, and taken down with one arm. Harley Race quickly back to his corner, tags in Jerry the King Lawler. Stan Lane back to a standing position here. Lawler misses his grab but catches the jab, and a kick right to the side of the head, and a nice moonsault too. I'll give the Midnight Express their due. They are talented. Here comes Bobby Eaton again. Jerry the King Lawler laid out. He's busted open too. A blatant choke from Bobby Eaton. A little chokey. Jerry the King Lawler gets to a standing position in the corner. Eaton right there. Oh, a nasty kick to the leg. A boot to the throat of Jerry the King Lawler. Beautiful Bobby Eaton trying to turn things around for the Midnight here. Here's another pin, but Harley Race right there to break it up one more time. Eaton takes himself to the middle rope, turns it around, and drops an elbow on the chest of the King. Stan Lane being counted by the referee. He needs to get the hell on out of there. Bobby Eaton with a clothesline to the King. Stan Lane finally out of the ring. And oh, there's that chicken wing DDT again from Bobby Eaton. He covers, he hooks the leg long, but Harley Race breaks it up. Stan Lane catches a hold of Harley Race, shows him the door. Lawler and Race both on the outside. Now everybody's on the outside, and now it's going to descend into total chaos with a count of 10. Lawler rolled back inside the ring. Bobby Eaton rallying the crowd here in Memphis. Lawler with a clothesline, and out to the floor goes Bobby Eaton. Stan Lane catches the shot from the King. A second one. Bobby Eaton back inside the ring, gets a hold of Lawler, whips him to the corner. He charges. There's the quick counter from Lawler. There's a left jab. The King whips Eaton to the opposing corner. He charges. There's a clothesline that connects. Found the mark. Down he goes. A kick to the leg from Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler making his way to the top turnbuckle. There's the fist drop, and he nailed it. Here's the pin from the King. 1, 2. A lot of near falls, but no victory so far. Jerry the King Lawler stalking Bobby Eaton here. A kick to the gut. He's setting it up. Oh man, he's trying for the powerbomb, but Bobby Eaton would rather not go. Makes the argument with a couple of shots to the head. There's a clothesline to the King, takes him down. Eaton locks up Lawler, escorts him to the Midnight's corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Here's the tag to Sweet Stan Lane, and off we go. Double team in the offing here. Double axe handle across the arm to Jerry the King Lawler. A set of shots from Stan Lane. Whoa! Capture suplex. Pretty nicely done. Lane takes himself to the top turnbuckle. He's going for it, and oh man, he nailed it. Right across the back of the King. Lane covers and hooks the leg long. But Harley Race right there to interrupt one more time. Race whipped to the outside. Oh, and every time it goes outside, it gets risky. Lawler is messed up and laid out. Lane rounds him up. Lawler counters with a kick, gets a hold on him, rolls him back inside the ring. Bobby Eaton back at his tag corner. Stan Lane setting up the crab here. Possible submission, but Lawler just yanks the legs and gets out. Jerry the King Lawler escorting Stan Lane to the ropes. Pitched over the top rope and out onto the floor. Harley Race has to make it back to his corner. Time is running short. Referee counting. Lawler's laid out on the outside. The Midnight Express starting to do a little bit of showing out here. There's a kick to the midsection and a clothesline from the King. Harley Race taken down by Bobby Eaton. Stan Lane still laid out on the outside. Lawler is a mess. Here's a kick, a chop, and a spinning punch from Eaton to Lawler. Stan Lane's laid out. Harley Race is laid out. The only active member is Bobby Eaton, putting the boots to Jerry the King Lawler as the count continues to dribble away. A knee into the arm of the King. Eaton gathers up the King. Time is definitely running out here. Into the barricades goes Jerry the King Lawler. Bobby Eaton gathers him back up. Gets himself back inside the ring. Lane and Race are still laid out. Lawler is stunned on the outside. Bobby Eaton standing tall center ring. Stan Lane finally back on his feet. Race back at his tag corner. Lawler making it to racing to get back in there, but he's not going to make it. Time is run. That is it. The Midnight Express win this match by countout. Well, now.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 22 minutes and 11 seconds, the official has counted out Jerry Lawler, your winners by way of a countout, the Midnight Express.
Well, sure looks like Jim Cornette knew what the hell he was talking about. The Midnight Express picking up an upset win over the Two Kings. That concludes the first hour of tonight's RW World Memphis Million. We'll be back with the second hour right after the break. Don't you go anywhere.